Hello there, Ringside Crew.
Hello there, Ringside Crew.
Hey dudes at Ringside Crew, this is Davian.
Hey, it's Jade Santana.
This is Elsie.
This is the Savage Juggernaut, Tamaku.
Inside Ring!
This is Thomas D. Bruff.
This is Billy Starks.
Mr. Chad Epic.
Megan Mason.
Hey everybody, Scotland's own Brody Adler.
The headliner in charge, Marco Mania.
This is your girl Charisma.
Papa Dink, Brendan Dicker.
This is According to Woods.
Savannah Summers.
I'm Shorty.
Cash Money Sack.
You are watching
The internationally known
Dudes at Ringside podcast, hosted by Metal Geek and Joe the Panther Jr.
Hello there, wrestling fans! Welcome to another episode of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I am your host, Joe the Panther, the third. And now from the top of Metal Mountain, all the way to the top, all the way from all 50 states and the globe, is the happy heel himself, the Metal Geek.
What's going on, Ringside Crew? What's going on, internationally known? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Joe? How's it going today? How's it going?
I'm good. Say hi to say hi to YouTube. Hi, Ghost That Talk podcast.
Yeah, YouTube. Oh, wait, what? Okay. Oh, the back? Oh, when? Do we have some breaking news, Joe?
Oh, boy. Yeah, you didn't say hi to the person from YouTube.
I did. Say hi. Hey, person from YouTube.
Hey.
How's it going?
Okay, you going to introduce the guest, Geekins?
I thought you were going to introduce the guest.
You were going to introduce the guest.
Let's give a warm Dudes at Ringside welcome to our guest, Cece.
God, let me.
Hola.
How's it going?
Welcome.
Thank you.
So, if our fans aren't familiar with you, and why would they not be? Introduce yourself.
Well, I am Cici Galaviz. I am the Venezuelan vixen. And I am also the Ken Valley Women's Champion. You see my championship back there. And just yesterday, I also become the first ever with my husband, PWE, Pro Wrestling Eclipse Intergender Tag Champions. So history maker as well.
Wow. And it's funny, CC. On this podcast, we love intergender wrestling. So that's a big, awesome. You get a fireworks and a thumbs up on that. That's
great.
So you asked a question, Geek. I talked enough.
Who trained you, CC?
So for me, I've never stopped training. I started training when I started 7 years ago. I started training in Jonquière Championship Wrestling. That's in Northern Quebec, in Saguenay, Quebec. And I have had a lot of trainers since. I've trained with different people like Drew Onyx, who is in Montreal. I trained a little bit with Pablo Marquez in Florida. I've also done a little bit of training in New Orleans as well with Alex Cruz. And currently is my current coach, who I absolutely love, is Tyson Dukes. And I've been training with him for a couple of years now, and I still train today. So
awesome. So I'm gonna steal Geek's question. He always gets mad at this. So what was it like? What was your energy like in your first match?
Oh, I was super nervous. Of course. My first time, honestly, I was so scared standing behind the curtain. Even today, I still get sometimes a little bit nervous behind the curtain. But my first day, I'm shaking. And it's funny, actually, because my very first match, I fall on my butt. My entrance, as soon as I come in, it was actually an intergender tag match as well, my first match. And when my partner went to tag me in, I was all excited. I climbed to the top rope just because I'm so excited to come in the first time in the ring. And when I jump off, I fall on my butt. Yeah. So that was the beginning of my career. I've come a long way now, but yes.
So, like, what places would you like to travel to that you have not traveled to yet?
I definitely want to do Europe. I want to go to England, do some wrestling out there, and of course South America. I really would love to go to Venezuela and wrestle in Venezuela. I haven't had the chance. I mean, I'm trained only in Canada. I'm born in Venezuela, but trained in Canada, and so I would love to go back and be the star for them as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's quite a few promotions in America that you totally would love to go to. Like, there's some good ones out on the East Coast. Like, most people always suggest, oh, you should start. It's good to start on the East Coast, but as being geek always say, the East Coast is a little expensive. But it's always good to like venture to certain spots on the East Coast to start your wrestling in America, like New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, like Boston. They have some really hot indie promotions right now that are really popular. Like, a lot of people have come to, and they like a lot of people have really like it's how would you say, geek? Like, it's really hot, or what would you say?
New York is where it's at right now for the top right now. The top promotions are in New York right now. The New York, Boston, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, all of them are that's where the top promotions are. And
Yeah, I've been to Monster Factory a few
Monster
times
Factory,
in New
yes, very
Jersey.
very big promotion up in
I love that
Pennsylvania.
promotion. I wrestled for them a couple of times, and I was in the women's tournament when they first came out with their belt, the women's belt for that
Yeah.
inaugural women's tournament. I was part of that, but unfortunately, I did not win. But yes, I was in there too. I'd love to go back there. It's been a couple of years. It's the pandemic that it's the only thing that shut down me going into the US, because I used to go. I used to go every once in a while. Like I said, I wrestle. I actually in northern New York that you mentioned in Masena, I got to wrestle for Fight for the Mind, and I got to win the Adirondack Women's Championship in that show. So technically, I'm still an American champion as well.
Yeah.
So someday I hope I will go back to Masena and defend my championship again.
It's hard because, like, well, all the stuff that happened in the past 2 years, like, a lot of promotions either went under or they just like closed down. So people that are champions are going, still champion here, sitting at home.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was a shame. It really slowed down the momentum that I was starting to get momentum. I have just moved from Quebec to Ontario before the pandemic, right before. So I start to get my Ontario momentum going, and then boom, everything shut down. And yeah, now I'm trying to reveal.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite food, you'd say?
Ooh, I love so much food. Let's see. So I really love Indian food. I think it's so good. But I actually had my mom come visit me last weekend. It was my birthday last weekend. So my mom came to visit me, and she made me this soup. Now, maybe it will sound a little disgusting to some people, but it's called tripe soup. So tripe, if you don't know, is a cow stomach.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's a cow stomach soup that she made, but it comes with potatoes and carrots and some chicken too. It was delicious. I love it. But in Spanish, it's called mondongo. But
Mondongo.
yeah, so I loved it, but I don't know. I really like all food. I love to try out new things at home. Recently, I started eating a lot of plant-based, and it's just a new way to experiment cooking food. I like to cook. I like to make different types of food, different ethnicities. I love it all.
We okay.
Sorry, ever so spiffy says it's like our family eats tripe as well. So,
It's delicious.
yeah.
More people should try.
It's hard because nowadays you think that people would be experimenting. Oh, there goes my Spanish. Experimenting. My Spanish side says She's saying she's talking with an accent, so you talk with an accent. I'm Puerto Rican, and my accent just went, "Talk, Joe." Like you think like nowadays people will be experimenting more with different foods because we had a pandemic and like, oh, you should try this and try that and try this. But like more people are like, oh, I don't know if I like that. How do you not know? How do you know you don't like the food unless you try it? You know what I mean, right, Kate?
Exactly. No, I always try all types of different food. I tried tongue before. I try all sorts of weird food. I tried before. I don't like it all, but I try it.
I've seen tongue sandwich.
Yeah. Oh man.
I didn't have it. I saw someone at a restaurant I went to. They had it on a plate. And I'm just like, what the hell?
Oh no.
Where am I? And it was a famous deli in New York City. It was a famous deli.
It was probably really good though.
Yeah, it looked good when it went by. It was Katz's. Katz's Delicatessen had tongue.
Oh man.
I was like, Katz's is like famous. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this? Tongue? Like, wow.
So, who would you say is your toughest opponent you ever had? Like somebody who hits really hard. Let's say that's how.
Toughest opponent. So I would say the biggest hit I ever take was I was actually the referee. It was I don't know if you've heard of Femme Fatale. It's an all-women's company from Quebec here in Canada. And they have a lot of American stars that come down and take part of this show. And I was reffing a match between Penelope Ford and Havoc, Death Machine.
Jessica
Havoc, thank you.
Yeah.
And I as the referee, I'm trying to do my job, and Miss Havoc was, breaking the rules, being bad, and I tried to stop her. She's taking advantage of Penelope, and next thing I know, Miss Havoc grabs me, big choke slam, and I was out.
Oh,
That's it. So that was the biggest hit, and I was not even wrestling in that match, but it was a big one.
You woke up backstage with the ice pack on your head, and you were backstage with your feet up, like, where am I?
What happened?
So.
Did I win? No, you're a referee. Oh,
you got knocked the F out. There you go.
Yeah.
Friday.
She's a scary woman. I hope one day I can face her. Get a little payback, you know.
You'll say face her, and then you'll be like, "Remember me? I'm getting my revenge today."
That's it. That's it. And I know she's big and strong, so I do whatever it takes. If I have to cheat, I have to cheat too bad. I want my vengeance.
With speed, they'll never, as they would say, you weaken them with your speed. You're like,
that's it.
Really fast. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
That's how Rey Mysterio does it. Hit him with the speed. High flying moves. So, is there anybody that you've been like scouting on the indie scene that you want to wrestle that's like in America?
Really, there's a lot. There's a lot of people because I've been there a few times already. But some big names I want to wrestle is one I've mentioned a few times is Mercedes Martinez. I know that she's huge and she is a very difficult person to try to fight. But yeah, that's one dream match for me for sure, to get the chance to wrestle her. I wrestled for a tryout. I did a tryout before with Ring of Honor, and I had the pleasure of wrestling Red Velvet. And she's now AEW.
Yeah,
and I would love to get another chance to wrestle her. It would be so exciting too. But there's also Harlow. I met her at a Rise seminar. The Rise seminar is for Shimmer. I met her in Chicago, and she wrestles for WOW, Women of Wrestling, in the West Coast. And I would love to wrestle for WOW, and I would love to wrestle her as well. And Tessa Blanchard is a big dream of mine too, to wrestle Tessa Blanchard. That would be a big honor for me for sure. I was actually very fortunate. I've had One person I had in mind for a long time I wanted to wrestle is Lufisto,
Oh yeah.
And I had the chance to wrestle her just last month. She destroyed me, but it was a great match. I tried my best. I left her walking a little funny, but it's okay. At least I do a little something to her. But no, she beat me good.
So you speak of Red Velvet, right? And
Yes.
what is your opinion on Red Velvet joins the stable with Jade now? That they used
Oh, I
to
love
be
it.
rivals right there.
I love it. I think it's great. I'm a big fan of Jade too. I think she's great. All these, bad girls. I love them all. They're great. It's the people that I would see myself hang out with. So I love that whole stable. I love Red Velvet with those girls. Yeah, and Hogan too. She's great too. I got to meet her early in her career too, and she's amazing. She's another one that's just pure fire. That girl. So yeah, great team. I love that team on AEW. Yeah.
Definitely, you love to join them right there. So
I would. In a second, they call me. I'm there.
So, as you said, you love Red Velvet and everything. If you could start a stable from any wrestler in the female or male wrestlers from the indies, from Canada or America, who would you have in your stable and why?
Oh man, that's a hard question. Wow. Who? Honestly, I think I would like to steal a little bit from everywhere. I would like to take maybe Red Velvet. I would also take Sasha Steels from Impact. Um, and maybe Selena Vega. And make a nice little foursome of Latinas, take over the whole place.
Yeah.
Female LWO going on right there.
Yeah.
Or LA. Hey, Michael Hito, what's up, brother? Yeah, be like, or like an LAX. Make it like a new age. Make it like a female LAX. That'd be
Yeah. Female Latino World Order, right?
Yeah. I would say LWO, but I was a really big fan of LWO when I was a kid. But when it comes to like Impact, I was really into the LAX. The way
LAX,
they
oh man.
Oh man, I even the theme song scared me. That
They had some crazy matches. I remember watching some crazy matches. Those guys do crazy stuff.
I loved LAX versus LAX. I think it was like what was it? Something board match where there was no like ring. It was like all board, and I'm like, geez, man, that's gonna take off your career right there.
It looks so brutal. I remember that match. I watched that match. It looks so brutal.
Joe, have you seen that match or no?
Yes, I
did.
did.
Up on YouTube. Oh,
dude, it's like what's the name of the match? Something death match. It's like there's no mats at all. It's all board. The whole match is like, you know what I mean? With they start in the ring, but they removed all the mats and the padding and everything, and it's like I'm like, dude, how do these guys just do this match? It's like being suplexed on like boards. It's like it's ridiculous. I'll show you the clips later though, Joe.
I saw a clip on somebody's Instagram, guys, that was like, it was a bad like fall in the ring. The guy did like his whole presentation on the rope, howling like a wolf. He jumped off the top rope, and instead of like his knees going backwards, his knees, everything went forward.
Oh.
It looked like a mannequin.
Oh, Sid Vicious, right? You were talking.
No. It was a regular guy. It was a wrestling match outside, and he just jumped off the top rope, and his knees buckled. Instead of going backwards, they went the opposite direction.
That's recent, I think. I think I saw went viral a little video, huh?
Yeah.
I saw it, I think last year, this year. It's recent.
Yeah,
there was another one actually where some guy tried to do a shooting star press. Instead of doing the shooting star press, landed head first on the turnbuckle. And I'm like, geez, no. Right?
I think that's the one I sent you, Geek. Didn't that the one I sent you on the?
He was going for the shooting star press, and then instead he didn't even make the full rotation. Just did the shooting star press, face first, right on the first turnbuckle. I'm like, oh, dude, no.
The video, I sent it to Geek, and I was watching it going, ah. He's like, why are you screaming when you texted me this? I was like, ah.
Oh, no.
And I said, this is why I'm glad I'm on the microphone. Oh my god. And this hurt just he just fell. He did the whole presentation. He's like, oh, and then he came off the chopper and it's like that.
Oh.
He just fell. It looked like a mannequin. It looked like a mannequin. The way he fell, I was like, oh no, the table is broken.
Oh.
That board match sounds really interesting. You haven't seen it? Oh man!
I guess you're gonna have to make a clip of the match and post it on the page because I've never seen it. Cece's never seen it. Oh, Cece.
No, I saw it. I saw
Okay,
it.
yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. It's LAX versus LAX and like.
So what would you say, Cece, would be like your favorite match of all time?
Ooh, I think of maybe Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins, WrestleMania. That that beautiful RKO out of nowhere with the curb stomp.
Yes.
That match. I think maybe that match because
31.
Yeah, that's an amazing match. But also because CM Punk is my favorite wrestler of all time, I say CM Punk versus the Undertaker. And for that one, I mean the entire feud, because that build up, it was amazing. I love CM Punk and how devastating he is, how rude he is when he takes the ashes and all that stuff. Oh my goodness. To me, that was a masterpiece. The whole feud, the match, it was amazing. I think that one, my favorite match of all time.
Sorry,
go ahead.
I cut you off.
No, go. You finish.
No, I was just gonna say that Samoa Joe versus CM Punk is probably my favorite CM Punk match.
That's an epic match too.
Me and Joe were there. Me and Joe both there.
It was one that he had in New Jersey. That match.
The third one. We were at the third one. Me and Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
In New York, the Rexplex. Yeah, New Jersey. In New Jersey. Was it New Jersey?
There's New Jersey, the Rexplex.
Yeah, the Rexplex. R.I.P. Rexplex. It's funny. It's now a
IKEA or Target or
IKEA.
It is IKEA.
And I think I drove by and could have sworn I thought I saw IKEA on the building, and I was like, that's all the places. My memories are now in the middle of the floor that have all these products that if you tap it, they break. Yeah, they're gonna break.
I missed that place. I missed the Rexplex. I missed all the skaters trying to look up at the show, saying, "What's going on? What's going on? Why is there a wrestling show in a skate park?"
All I can remember is it's funny. Me being old school, that's the place that I met Bobby the Brain Heenan for the first time ever.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was, and he was being so heel to me. I would say Geek so mean to me. Bobby the Brain Heenan was being so mean, but he was being his character. It's sad because that is he had throat cancer when I met him, but he still could talk, and he was still able to like talk, but he had like the meshed up the way he spoke, but it was, you could tell he was in pain, but you knew he was in his character. And I was just so honored to meet him because he's a legend.
I met Dusty Rhodes there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. At the Rexplex.
Awesome.
So many memories right there, Joe, right? Yep. I met Jushin Liger at the Rexplex. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss that place. What's your finest memories of the Rexplex, Joe?
Now you're going to have to go there and buy something from the IKEA. In the middle of the floor, sir,
Joe,
why are you crying?
Joe, what would you say your finest memories of Rexplex is? That
my fondest memory is when we went to see that show. Actually, no, being in the hallway and having, who was it that was face to face right in front of us?
Who was it? What are you talking about?
That when we were at the Rexplex, somebody was in the hallway and two wrestlers came out and they were standing in the hallway and they were like face to face. Wasn't it CM Punk and somebody else?
I remember Mick Foley and CM Punk being in the ring together. I remember that was.
No, it was like somebody was in the hallway and you were freaking out because they're like face to face, like wrestlers doing that in the hallway thing. Like,
I don't remember what you're talking about, but
Maybe you imagine it.
I can imagine it. All right.
Oh my god. Geek was freaking out. He was like, "Oh my god, Joe!" And I'm like, "Let him do it, Geek. Just back up. Let him do that." This is young geek, and oh, I was older by that time. I was older.
See, it was so amazing. He blocked out the memory.
He was Grandpa Joe back then.
Even back then, I was Grandpa Joe. See. I was still old, but I wasn't that old. But I was.
I was Charlie, and he was like, "Come on, Grandpa, we got to get up out of bed. Let's go. Let's go. We got to go to Rexplex. Let's go." It's like, I don't
want to get out of bed. I'm always Grandpa Joe to him. Like, he'll want to do something, or he'll get mad at me. When I was when I stayed at his apartment, when he still had his apartment, I was like, he's like, "Joe," I'm like, "Geek, let's go here," and he's like, "God, Joe, oh my god, why do you have so much energy?" Because I drank about 5 cups of coffee that day.
And when I stayed at my apartment, yeah, exactly.
He got so mad at me. I wanted.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you drank all the coffee. You're like, I need another cup. I'm like, Joe, you just had 3 cups of coffee. What's wrong with you?
And you guys understand that day I was sad. So,
but I'm saying 3 cups of coffee. I can't even drink 1 cup of coffee. That's insane, dude.
I was sad that day because we had to put my poor dog to sleep, and I was sad. But I had to wake up early. Thought I was leaving early, and then they decided to bring honey to get put down, and I was like, my energy just went down. Yeah.
Oh.
And then even worse, the dog had to be put down, and then we got to the city, and then Russell yelled at us at the messages and then canceled on us because something happened. And when my energy went boom, even further.
Oh no.
So I was like at the Geek's house, and we were in the middle of a show. I was late. I was like running in, putting my glasses on, sitting in the chair, coffee now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So do you prefer coffee or tea?
Tea only because I don't have to add milk and sugar. But I like coffee. It's just it gets a little too fat when I add the milk and sugar all the time.
You can hang out with Ever So Spiffy in the chat.
I can't handle. I used to be able to like put cream in my coffee. I wouldn't put sugar, but I would yeah. I like my coffee. Ma, don't judge. I guess it's the Latin side of me. I like coffee and I like it black, and it's not people. When I tell people the place we get our coffee in the city is Puerto Rico coffee in New York City, and like people like immediately my local people where I live in PA, they go, "Is it strong?" And I'm like, "Why would you think it's strong?" Because you said Puerto Rico. That's like a Costello's, but Postelos, and I'm like, first off, you said it wrong. You know the one I'm talking about, that really strong Spanish coffee.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not Postelos. That's the stuff I eat, pasteles. What are you talking about? Like, yeah.
I'm weak for coffee. I can't drink strong coffee. I can't do it. That's why I have to add so much milk to mine. I can't do it. Black coffee.
Yeah.
I can't.
I love black coffee. My friend says it's nasty, but I'm like, no, it's not nasty. I like it. Yeah.
So
do you have any upcoming shows or?
Yeah. I got next month. I will be at Hammerlock Wrestling. It's a new Ontario promotion.
Yeah, we know Hammerlock.
Yeah. Somewhat. But yeah, so I will be wrestling for them soon, make my debut with them. I'm excited for that. And of course, I'm also in Jack Rougeau's Wrestling Academy. I'm one of the contestants that's going to be on that show. And my first match has been announced now, and it's going to be in June as well. And it's against Laurel Cassidy and Amy Crimson. I have a triple threat.
Wow.
You know Amy?
Yeah.
Amy's awesome. Amy's awesome.
So sweet. Oh my God. She's a doll.
I love her.
Oh, I will love beating her. She seems very nice, but it'll be very nice once, the 1, 2, 3, I win.
Yep.
Then it'll be even better. We will be best friends then.
Yep.
Amy's awesome. So tell the dudes at ringside say hi.
After she pins her 1, 2, 3 geek, right?
Exactly.
After she pins her, say, by the way, the dudes at ringside, they say hi.
What? Hate them guys. Mean to me.
Yeah.
She'll messages. How could you like the girl? How could you do that to me, guys? Lose to this girl.
I'll tell her you gave me all her weaknesses.
She's not supposed to say that.
She'll be like, I know it was you, Joe. You're weak to all these girls. I'll be like, no proof. There's no proof that I told.
That's why Joe's always the one in the chat. It's mostly Joe on Instagram.
It may be Joe, but how do you know I didn't say? Make sure you take her out by the knees, and she tries, and then she blocks it. You're like, Joe, you liar. What's that in Karate Kid? Take out the knees.
So wait, are you telling me to take out the knees?
Yeah, that's
Karate Kid. Weak knee, maybe.
Karate Kid style. Go for the knees. Karate Kid.
I like the insider information if you have that too.
Go for the knees.
Oh, and Chantal too, you know. I know you interview Chantal too. So if you have insider information for me, hey. You know, when I win, I will make sure I give thanks to the dudes before anything.
Yeah,
but,
don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
Each other.
She's a little bit of a savage. She's a savage. Don't make sure you go for the arms. She's a savage. She tries to go for your head all the time. So
don't give up all the secrets, Joe. Now she's gonna be mad at us by texting us saying, "Guys, you should have told them that. Damn it."
It's okay. I protect you guys. I'll protect you. Don't worry. I have people. I call my people. I tell my people, take care of the dudes. The dudes tell me everything. You know, we work.
Yeah. Would you protect us against Mother Endless? I don't think anybody can.
Wait, Mother Endless is an American wrestler that looks like if Undertaker and Kane had a child.
She's scary.
Yes, I have seen her. I've never met her before, but I see her online all the time, and she's a scary-looking one.
We had her on the podcast.
She's very scary, very intimidating. You know, very yeah. Very scary with her.
I'm waiting to see a promotion that I'm going to. She'll be on the roster. I want to meet her, but I'm like already freaking scared because I'm only going to be like, hi, Mother Endless. You're Joe the Panther III. And now I'm strangling me. Is it weird to get happy when you strangle me, Mother?
I don't think she needs to strangle you, Joe. I think she just needs to use her power.
No, she'll pop because I'm little. I'm 5'1", so she'll just put her hand around my neck like this and just pick me up. Like, little Panther, what are you going? Where's Metal Geek now? Like,
Metal Geek's in Long Island. That's where he is.
I don't. I'll be the one drank too much coffee. She'll have me by the neck in the air, and she'll be like, "Are you peeing your pants?" Be like, "No, I'm not. It's just raining in here." Dad, take me home, pee my pants. Struggle. Yeah.
Do you have any social medias or that people can find you at?
Yeah, I'm on all the three biggest ones: Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All three CC Galaviz, just like the name. Wait, there. Yeah, just like that, and you find me in all three CC Galaviz.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to thank you so much for coming on the podcast. By the way, you are awesome. Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me, and remember, just send me any text if you get any more information for me. You know, get me in there, beat the right people.
She's trying to get us in trouble with everybody. Damn it, Joe.
Never, no.
She wants to get insider information. She knows that I have the right information.
I'm just trying to make friends, you know, continue the relationship. You know, you text me a little info, I text you a little info. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't get you in trouble. Don't worry. That's why you tell me after the show, too.
All right.
All right. So, anyway, I'm Metal Geek.
I'm Joe Panther III, and
CC Galaviz.
And we will catch you in the next one.